Well, good morning, beloved of God. Right where you are at this moment, the light of Spirit shines through you. Infinitely loved by God, you are the light of the world. I'm Doug, and I welcome you to Unity Spiritual Center of Waco this morning. If you haven't already done so, this would probably be a good time to drag out those cell phones and turn them to silent mode. Please stand as you're able and join us in congregational singing.
You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are, and all you do is a blessing to the world. You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are, and all you do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are, and all we do is a blessing to. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are, and all we do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am, and all I do is a blessing to the world. I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am, and all I do is a blessing to the world. I'm a blessing to the world. I'm a blessing to the world.
Please be seated. Let us say together our statement of truth, which is on the screen.
There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God the good, omnipotent. We are a beacon of love and light for those who need a spiritual home right now.
And together our vision, mission, and core value for today. Our vision: to
Awaken an awareness of spirit in our lives through modern application of ancient wisdom.
Our mission:
Raise consciousness, transform lives, heal the planet, one person at a time, beginning with me.
And our core value for today is gratitude.
We appreciate and celebrate the fullness of life that flows to us through God, our infinite, constant, and abundant source.
And now for a word.
The daily word for today, June 11th, is grace. The guiding, healing, harmonizing presence and power of God is everywhere present. Divine grace is mine whenever I say yes to this presence within me. I release any thought that I am unworthy of grace. Nothing I could do or fail to do would ever disturb my divine identity. Grace need not be earned, nor can it be bought. It is inexhaustible. No matter how much comes my way, I can relax in complete trust that even more will be available as I need it. Grace doesn't happen to me, it's expressed through me. Just as I have been blessed to receive grace when I needed it, I am honored to be the conduit through which it flows to someone else, blessing them in a time of need. And from 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 15. Yes, everything is for your sake, so that grace, as it extends to more and more people, may increase thanksgiving to the glory of God. Our affirmation for today, which I'll say and then we'll repeat together, with grace and gratitude, with joy and gratitude, I welcome grace.
With joy and gratitude, I welcome grace.
This is a time in our service when we have an opportunity to come together to greet one another, to shake hands, say hi, give a hug. I like to hug. And we also want to thank you who join us from out there in the ethers and know that you are a part of this family, and let me give you a hug too. So let's do that now.
Hey, Dad.
Your turn.
I thought we were done. I thought we were done. Sorry. And everybody, you can remain seated for our second congregational song.
Soften the ground of my heart. Carve out a space within me, where your presence can abide, where your presence can abide. Soften the ground of our hearts. Carve out a space within us, where your presence can abide, where your presence can
Good morning, everyone. I'm Reverend Don, and it's a pleasure to welcome each of you to Unity Spiritual Center today. Together we affirm and celebrate our oneness with all that is, our oneness in God, and our oneness with each other. Your presence is essential for each of you, or each of us, is a unique aspect of the energy that expresses as Unity Spiritual Center today. And we know that none of us are here by accident or coincidence. Unity is a New Thought denomination, yet New Thought is nothing new to the world. It is, in fact, a reality, a synthesis of the greatest concepts from the minds and spirits of humankind across the ages. The laws of Moses, the love of Christ, the ethics of Buddha, the morals of Confucius, and the 5 pillars of Islam all have a spiritual, well, I should say also the spiritual realization of the Hindus. They all find an exalted place in the unity that is, well, the spirit that is unity. In unity, we believe that all people are created with sacred worth, regardless of culture, ethnicity, sexual orientation, or creed, and we know that neither God nor unity leaves anyone out. So as we begin this service today, let's do so with prayer. Infinite presence, dear loving Spirit, we come together today to celebrate your presence within each of us, within this church, to celebrate your presence throughout this community and throughout our world, because we know that your presence is the very fabric behind all that exists. The love, the light, and the beauty that flows from each of us. Caring, sharing, and expressing your love throughout ourselves, our community, our world, and that your beauty radiates everywhere if we just look. We live in this special place, this earth, that we'll talk about today, and we know that earth is a beautiful blue marble. and we see your presence there everywhere. We celebrate this, and we give thanks. When the disciples asked, how should we pray? You gave them the Lord's Prayer, which we say together now is translated from the Aramaic, the language that Jesus spoke. Together.
Infinite presence, which is everywhere. Your name is sacred. Your kingdom is come. Your will is throughout the earth, even as it is throughout the universe. You give us our needful bread from day to day, and you forgive our offenses, even as we forgive our offenders. And you let us not enter into materialism, but you separate us from error. Because yours are the kingdom, the power, the song, and the praise, from all ages, throughout all ages, sealed in faith, trust, and truth. Amen.
Each of us are the light and love of God, spiritual beings having a human experience. You are God's beloved, and we embrace you today. This is a time in our service when we have an opportunity to bless the children, and don't really have any here today. So together, we'll bless all of the children of the world. Let's rub our hands together and get some nice warm energy going. Hold our hands up and say, children of the world, we love you, we bless you, and we behold the Christ in you.
Good morning again from the piano today. Yeah, I know, I'm spending so much time over here. It's not like me anymore. But for today's song, I had a little bit of there were so many options. And then I realized that the one song that I thought worked very well was the one song that I kind of rewrote the words to. So the first verse is the same as the original, but the second and third verses and the bridge are completely different. And the reason I did that was because it's a beautiful song, has this lovely kind of sweeping, almost epic melody. But the lyrics were about summer camp and, like, let's go take the boats down to the lake and watch out for mosquitoes. And, I mean, we live in Texas. That's a way of life. We know that. So I decided that for some reason, I took it upon myself to rewrite it in a little bit more of a way that reflects more unity principles. And I thought it fit today with Dawn's talk. So I'll begin. Oh, wrong pedal. How green the trees are, so green they grow to the sky. The leaves and birds that live there are just learning to fly. There's so much life around here, it makes you feel so good. Now I know why God made such a beautiful world. We're each born a blessing, expressions of God's holy light. Each atom in our bodies, forged in the sun's furnace bright. There's so much life within us, it makes you feel so good. Now I know why God made such a beautiful world. We're each made of the other. We're to learn, play, and grow. Wherever we are, God is. The presence was us all along. The light of God inside us is our grace and our song. There's so much love within us. It makes you feel so good. Now I know why God made such a beautiful world. Now I know why we make such a beautiful world.
Today's talk is about the world we live in, this big blue marble. And as I thought about that and trying to figure out where to go, I said, well, let's go from the beginning. So today I'm going to start with the Bible. I don't often talk about the Bible, but the first words in the Bible said that God created life, light, energy to begin with. And as the light came about, it burst forth to form this formless globe that coalesced into a globe, and then it separated into the water and the land. And that was the first 3 days of creation. Then it came about life evolving, and finally on the last day, humans, us. And as I looked at that, I looked at it also in an evolutionary sense. They say the earth began 6.5 billion years ago, formed a long time ago. Just started out as a fuzzy mass coming together. Well, actually, even before that, you had what we called the Big Bang, which kind of an explosion, and all of the energy, the material, the light burst forth. And as it did, some of it was heavier than the others, some of it lighter, and it started coming together, some of it more magnetic, forming the stars initially, which gave us the light. Around the stars, there was more of the material, the energy, and that started forming together to form planets. Eventually, you had a fuzzy mass with no real shape that kind of slowly came together and made our Earth, where we live, our big blue ball, separated into the water, the land, and eventually started manifesting life. Starting out with just a little single cell, microscopic, evolving, growing, transforming. Eventually, you had the dinosaurs about 250 million years ago or so, and they evolved also. Until about 65 million years ago, they said an asteroid hit the planet, caused an ice age, and that was the end of the dinosaurs. The life on Earth is always transforming, bringing balance. There are times when it gets out of balance like that, but then it finds balance again for this beautiful place we call home. Humans came about 200,000 or 300,000 years ago, Homo sapiens, just a very brief moment in the time of this planet. We've been here in a physical sense. But this planet, this universe, all of us came about through the light, the power, the energy that is God. As this star we call our sun, as this planet formed, they formed out of the energy that is God, just like us. So what we have on earth is an expression of God, a living, just about a living, breathing blue marble that we call home, that nurtures us, provides for us, cares for us. And if we look around, we can see the beauty of God in this world, in this home, in every blade of grass, that energy, that light, even that love is there. When you talk about it in the Bible, it says on the sixth day, man was created. Just like on the physical, scientific, we're a latter part of this evolution. It says we were given dominion over the planet and everything on it. I'd prefer to think we were given a responsibility to care for this planet, this home, this beautiful place. A responsibility that's been with humans throughout society, throughout history. If we look at ancient societies, or in this country, even the native Indians, they worshiped Mother Earth. Each day, they spent time being thankful, being grateful for life, for this planet, and the way it nurtures them, brought them abundance, light that made the crops grow, water that kept everything living, nurturing it. I think if we look at ourselves and we look in our lives, we can see a similarity. We are an expression of God, that love. But just like this planet, we're evolving, we're growing, we're opening ourselves to our potential, our truth. Jesus, well, in the Bible it talks about we are an expression made in the likeness of God, of love. I think in present times we have a tendency to forget that. We look at the planet. I can look back when I was a teenager living in El Paso. I could go out at night on a dark night, lay in the yard if we were camping or whatever, look up at the sky and see the Milky Way. Just a bright streak across the sky. Anymore, if I'm outside or something, even out in the country, if I look up, if I get a little glimpse of it, I'm surprised, thrilled. We've done a lot to this planet lately. We're evolving far faster than we ever have. But we're more into what's in it for me. We need to get back in it to what's in it for us. All of us. Back into what's in it for not only us, but for our home. This beautiful place we live in. Go to the shore and look at the ocean. See the power and the beauty that's in that ocean. Go to the forest and see just the magnificence of the mountains and the trees and the shrubs, the flowers. What a beautiful place we live in. It's all around us. We just need to look. In every blade of grass, we have that beauty, that radiance that is God. We were given a responsibility to care for this planet, to care for each other. We need to get back into that. Back into our truth of who we are. We teach to tithe. It's not only to tithe monetarily. It's in every aspect of our life. It's natural to want to flourish, to have abundance, to live the good life. But we need to look at it in a different aspect of what's in it for me. No, it's what's in it for us. What's in it for not only people, but what's in it for our home. You care for your home. Well, this planet's our home. We need to give back. It's natural to accumulate things, but it's not really given to us. We're a conduit for God. Allow the good to flow through us, but allow us to give back to life, to help do things to keep balance in this planet. This planet is always taking care of itself. We're using up resources that can't be replenished. We need to take time and think about our kids. Science now says they can go to any ocean in the world and test the water and find microplastic in the water. We've done so much to the atmosphere, we're warming up the planet and bringing about a transformation in this planet. Not always good. It's good to get back, but give something to help bring about change, to bring stability back into our world. We're an expression of God, an expression of love. Let's be that. It's in for all of us, learning to be in this together and to express love. That's our truth. That's who we are. Each of us unique, but each of us part of the whole. Let's live that way. Sure, you want to have a nice life, but let's work together so we all can have a nice life. There's plenty for all if we just keep love in our heart. As the Indians lived their life, they expressed love. They lived it. One of the things they said, they had a blessing they gave. It's called, "In beauty I walk. With beauty before me I walk. With beauty behind me I walk. With beauty above me I walk. With beauty all around me I walk. With beauty within me I walk. In beauty it is finished." I think that it's more like in love. If we live through our heart, live for each other, take care of our home like it was our home. We've got such a beautiful planet here. As we move down the road, let us just do it through a sense of love. See the grace and the beauty around us, and look at it as our home. All of us. And I think during our meditation today, I'm going to do it a little different. So I'd like to go ahead and move into that now, if you would. So right where you are, just find a comfortable position, sit back, relax, and take a deep breath, just slowly breathing in that light, that love that is God, that you are. Hold it for a moment and slowly breathe out. And with each breath, breathe in more of the light, the love, the energy, God. Now as you sit there, visualize that light, that love above you. Just the golden light. And allow that light to flow down. Just gently flowing down through the top of your head. Feel that light just filling your head, flowing down through each cell, into your neck, into your shoulders, and feeling that love flow into your heart. Feel love expanding your heart. And now allow that energy to continue flowing right on down through your chest, through your abdomen, just gently flowing down, filling you with love, down through your thighs, your knees, right on through your calves. Feel that love flowing into your feet, not stopping there. Now picture that love flowing through you as a conduit, flowing into the world, into the earth. Picture that light flowing right to the center of the earth. That love. Feel that love bonding with the earth. And as that happens, feel the earth blessing you with love. Now see that love flowing right back up to you, through your feet, up through your body and into your heart. And as you realize you are an expression of the love of God, feel that love flowing from both directions. You are an expression of God. Just spend a few moments now feeling that love, that light. Now as you prepare to come back to this place, to this time, hold on to that truth that you are a unique expression of God. And so it is. And so we let it be. Amen.
This is the time in our service when we have an opportunity to give back to the work of Spirit through our offerings and our tithes. We give in love and gratitude for our own prosperity in its many forms, which comes to us through God, our instant, constant, and abundant source. If you're here for the first time, I hope you've received a packet of information about Unity and about our church. Please know that we welcome you, we bless you, and we invite you to join us for coffee, snacks, and conversation in the fellowship hall after the service. If you'll fill out the form and on the back and give it to one of our reverends, that would be really terrific. Will the ushers please come forward? Today being your first time, we'd like to honor and acknowledge that you are a blessing to us and that your presence here today is a gift to this ministry, and you're not expected to participate in the offerings. I invite you to hold your offerings in your hand as we say our offertory blessing together.
Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all the good I am and have, all the good I give and receive, and I am grateful.
Please join me as we bless this offering.
And the lands wherein
please circle up. All right, let's say our prosperity affirmation together.
We affirm the continued growth and prosperity of Unity Spiritual Center of Waco, and we are grateful.
And our prayer for protection, the light of God, the light of God surrounds us.
I am the light of God.
The love of God enfolds us.
I am the love of God.
The power of God protects us.
I am the power of God.
And the presence of God watches over us.
I am the presence of God. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well.
Today and every day, let us each know we are together in the light and love of God. Let the church say, Amen.
Amen.